I'll be loading the file in the GCS bucket, and then I'll create a data flow job. Okay, and using the data flow job, I'll do some transformation, and then finally I load the file and load the output data in my BigQuery table. Okay, so for that I have created this program. So here, as you can see, this is the program. Okay, let me go to the location where this program is, and let me open it in the VS Code. So here you can see in this program what I am doing. So I'm importing all the files, sorry, all the libraries. And here you can see I am importing the Apache Beam. And then I have this JSON file where I have stored my the JSON keys. Let me change that. And then, so here you can create your argument the way we did it here, and you can pass it. But instead of that, so what I am doing, I'm just passing the argument directly. And then here I have created my class ingestion. Okay, inside the class, I have defined my method. So this is the method known as parse method. And why I am using the parse method? So here, when the data is, I'm reading the data from the file. So what I am doing, so this is the RE we are using for the regex expression, and here we are splitting the data, and then we are. So I have also like created the I have added the display sorry print statement so that we can see what is the output we are reading. So here we are splitting the data and we are reading the data from the input file, and then we are creating a dictionary, and we are zipping that. So here we are creating a dictionary so that it will create a row structure. Okay, it will create a row format, and in using that row format we can insert our data to the BigQuery table, or we can add the data to the BigQuery table. So we add and okay, and so this inside this I have defined this function, and then this is the function for the so here you can see I have defined the function definition so that you will be able to understand what this function is doing. And then here what I am doing, I'm adding the argument and I'm passing the file, like where my file is. So this is the input file which I am using. This file is available in public URL, like in the Kaggle. I have taken this file from the Kaggle, and if you see what is the data, it's just having one row, I guess. And we'll see. So it has some date and then volume, and then some data for high, low, close, and adjacent close. Okay, so this file, let me upload it to my bucket. So I'll use this bucket. And I'll upload my file. Copy the bucket name and change it here. Then we copy the GS utility URL. And then this is the argument which I'm passing again here. So what it is doing, so here you can see the comment here inside the help, so that you'll be able to understand why we are using this argument. Okay, and so if you don't pass the argument, or if you don't have any default value, so while running it using the command line, you can pass this argument. Okay, and the argument name is input and then output. So how will you pass? I'll show you how you can pass it from the CLI or from the command line while running the job. And then here what I'm doing, I'm passing the argument, and here I'm creating the table. Okay, so let me change the project ID because in this BigQuery location, it is going to create the table and the data set. So let me go to BigQuery. Inside the project ID, I'll be creating another data set. Let me delete it. No, it should not take so much time to start. But sometimes what happens is uh, due to some restriction on the how much resources you can use, because in the background it's going to use the compute engine instance. Okay, so due to that sometimes it takes time to start. So instead of that I can create another one, and so I'll be, so this is how like you can create a notebook instance. And if you, so these are the default parameter which it has giving you, and if you want to change it, so for example I just want to use a 2 CPU, but default option it was giving me the 4 CPU. Okay, I don't want that. Okay, while this is getting created, let's focus on the other hands on. Okay, so here I have created the my data set, and let's see what else we are doing here. So I have my data set, and then these are the argument. So this is my non-argument and the pipeline argument, which I'm setting the values, and then I can see all the steps I have added the comment so that it will be easier for you to understand. And then here what I'm creating the object of the class data ingestion. So data ingestion is a class right here I have defined, and for that class I'm creating a data ingestion object, so that using that object I can refer, or I can use any of the method. For example, this parse method I can use using the object name. And then here as usual I have defined the pipeline, and to that pipeline I'm passing the pipeline argument. And then so here from here the pipeline will start. Okay, so first what I am doing, I'm reading the file, skipping the header first line. Okay, and then so the next step I'm changing the data type to row, right? So for to the row format. So for that, as you can see, this is the parse method which I have defined inside that class. So this will change this will change the pipeline, sorry, the change the record to the row format so that I'll be able to insert it to my BigQuery. So that is what I have defined here. Okay, I'm calling my pipeline, and then what I'm doing, writing to the BigQuery. So here I'm writing the IO and then write to BigQuery. Then am passing the argument, okay, and then the temporary location also I'm passing. So the temporary location, let me change it again. And then I have defined the schema. Okay, I have not yet created the table, so it will create the table using this schema. And then it will, as you can see here, I have defined create if needed. That means if the table is not there, so based on this disposition parameter which I am passing, so it will create the table. And then while writing, so it will write truncate, means uh, if the table is there, so it will first truncate that table, and then it will write the data. Okay, and then what I'm doing, simply I'm running my pipeline. Okay, so let's see. So you can see the displaying values. Okay, so it is the comment which we have added, and now you can see how it has converted to the dictionary, right? So it has loaded the data, I guess. So you can see it is printing everything. Okay, so that, because why it is printing everything, if you can see here, the logger I have defined, info, all the information it will print. Okay, so here you can see how what it is doing using the parse method. Okay, so it read all the values from my file. Okay, and then it transform that into row format. Okay, so that I can insert the data to this table. And if I'll go to my BigQuery, so you can see it has created a table, and it has created the table with the schema which I defined, and then it has also inserted the record. Okay, there was only one row, and it has also inserted the record.